Hi guys, welcome back to UKFlyFisher. I hope you're enjoying my videos and I hope they're proving useful to you. Now I got asked the other day, what do I do when a fish switch off all my normal patterns, my whites, my olives, my blacks? Well, when that happens, I like to give them something new, something they haven't seen before, and something that's going to catch the trout's attention. Now this fly literally screams out, come and bite me, and it's the Peach Medley flapper. So let's have a little look how it's tied and why it works so well. So once again, it's a lure. So the hook and the vise is a short shank special size 10 from Elite Flies. And the bead we're going to be using is one of UKFly's Speckled Tungsten red beads. We want a bit of weight to this fly. Zonker strips are very buoyant naturally, and we want this to be fishing below the surface and certainly a tiny bit deeper. We're also going to be adding some lead wire to it. I just got Vineyards here in small. All we're going to do is start wrapping, and we want about 3/4 of this body covered in lead wire. So we start at the back. When I get to the bead, I pull, snap it off, break that little bit at the back up and just push it into the bead. It's going to hold the bead nicely there and adds a bit of weight to our fly so it'll duck and dive in the water as it's pulled back. The tying silk is a fluorescent pink UTC 140. And I'm going to start at the back with a couple of turns going backwards before bringing it forwards, pushing the lead up tight, taking open wraps back down, and then I'm just going to go one more time just to make sure it's all nice and secure, and then come away and snip away that waste piece. With this fly, we really want it to stand out in the water, so to make it pop and to pique their interest, we're going to be using the Diamond Dub from Blob Buzzer. This is a salmon colour, and this is an amazing colour, especially when wet. It really pops in the water. It's going to catch that fish's eye. So I'm going to come in with this Salmon Diamond Dub, dub it on to our tying silk, and then just take a few turns to make sure it's trapped in nicely. And then make our way up the body, just ensuring it's nice and tight as we go. Till we get to this point here, so there's a 2 or 3 millimeter gap, and then pull away any excess. Take 2 nice turns just to make sure we've tied it off. Now the colour we're using for this flapper is actually the barred peach and hot orange, and this again is from Blob Buzzer, and it gives them something they haven't seen before. It's great colours, it looks amazing when it's wet. And all we're going to do for our flapper is put on 2 wings of this material. So I always start with the one that's on your side, and I'm going to leave it slightly over the bead as I tie it in like so, so it clenches it down and tucks it in behind the bead. So 3 nice turns there. For the material, I tend to go for 2 times the length of my hook shank on this. So 1 length will be just past the bend, and 2 lengths will be about here. Like so, and then we just got 1 left on my side to do, which again I'm going to put on the side of the hook, slightly overhanging the bead, pull down and pull it tight. And then I'm going to cut the rabbit skin to the same length as the other side. This is why they're called flappers, because the materials flap together as it's retrieved back. They give loads of movement, they have a massive silhouette, everything to pique the trout's interest. Like so, that looks lovely. And then all we're going to do, we're going to go back to that salmon dubbing again. You want to have a look at these materials from Andrew Humphries at Blob Buzzer. He's a lovely guy and he's got some great materials. And we're just going to dub on a nice little collar. Make sure it's nice and tight. Like so, and then all we need to do is take 1 or 2 turns of the whip finishing tool, like so. Have a look how it's sitting. Yep, that's absolutely perfect. These will give you plenty of movement, creating a huge silhouette in the water, bound to grab the trout's attention. All that's left to do is come in with your whip finishing tool. 1, 2, I tend to go for 2 on this just because I don't want to overcrowd the head. Pull down tight, push up. That tucks it in right behind the bead, make sure nothing's going to get to it, and cut away your waste piece. And there you have it, guys. That's the Peach Medley flapper. It's a fly I'll switch to when the whites, the blacks and the olives, I've been through all of them, caught all the fish that I've needed to catch on them, and things go a bit quiet. I'll put something like this on. As you can see, that salmon body really is going to pop in the water. And obviously, there's not everyone out there fishing with the hot pink and peach Zonker strips, so it's something different, something they haven't seen before, and it'll get you a few more fish. I often find that doing something that not everyone else is doing will catch you fish, and this is just one of the flies I keep in my box for that very reason. Well, all that's left to do is say thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow.